Alright, so Shamil Gaziev is going to be fighting Jairzinho Rozenstruik tomorrow night. And, bro, everyone has been hating on this card. I have no idea why. I thought it was a pretty good card. You know, Umar Nurmagomedov, Mohammed Mokaev, and then the GOAT Shamil Gaziev. Absolute GOAT fighter, greatest heavyweight of all time, going to pass Stipe Miocic. Bro, why is this even why did they put Shamil Gaziev as the main event? No one wants to watch this guy. Like, bro, he got a KO over, I think it was like Martin Badai on the, I can't remember, it was ages ago. Well, not that long ago, like a couple months ago. But, bro, that wasn't that good that he needs to get a main event in his second UFC fight. That makes no sense at all. I swear, the Shamil Gaziev title run has to be scripted. It's in the UFC script. They know I hold up and then you put it in the script. There has to be. Because I just don't understand why they put this in the main event. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly give my picks for the prelim because the prelims aren't that interesting. There's Javid Basharat on there and he's pretty good. Okay, so for the first fight on the prelim, I've got Abdul Karim Al-Sawadi. I've never watched both these guys fight. But Lucas Tracy said that Abdul Karim Al-Sawadi is pretty good. And I'm going to trust Lucas Tracy even though he's the worst predictor on YouTube of all time. And then on the next fight, I've got Ludovic Klein versus AJ Cunningham. This guy looks awful. I can't even lie. This is his first fight in the UFC. The other guy's 20-4. That's a better record than the other guy. And I think he has a reach advantage, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to pick him for that fight. And then I've got Christian Leroy Duncan versus Claudio Ribeiro. I've got Christian Leroy Duncan. Again, Lucas Tracy told me to pick him. I trust Lucas Tracy with my life. And then now Javid Basharat versus Ayman Sahabadi. Bro, Javid Basharat, this guy's one of the worst fighters of all time. He literally killed this guy named Victor Henry, just smashed his nuts into pieces, bro. I had that clip saved on my phone. That's one of the greatest KOs of all time. I don't know why Javid Basharat didn't get like DQ'd, because after he destroyed this guy's nuts, he literally said he's faking. How do you fake? If you go watch the clip, the guy's like crying on the floor, just telling his coaches, "He smashed my nuts" or something. I don't know how Javid Basharat is gonna say that was fake. On the other hand, Farid Basharat, his brother, absolute GOAT, bantamweight GOAT, probably gonna be champ like in 3 fights. Best fighter of all time. Javid Basharat, worst fighter of all time. But I'm still gonna go with Javid Basharat because he's pretty good. And then next fight, Vinicius Oliveira versus Bernardo Sopaj. I'm going to go with Vinicius Oliveira because he has the height and reach advantage. And on top of that, he has Oliveira in his name. And then for the main fight on the prelim, I'm going with Eric Anders because, again, Lucas Tracy picked him. I have no idea who these guys are. And Jamie Pickett isn't that good. Okay, and now finally for the main event, starting off, Matt Schnell versus Steve Erceg. I'm going to go with Steve Erceg because Bedtime MMA, GOAT YouTuber. And I have to support my favorite YouTuber. And also, Steve Erceg is just really good. I remember him from his last fight. I think he won by decision. It was still a good fight, good performance by him. And the next fight, Umar Nurmagomedov versus, who cares? Umar Nurmagomedov is going to smash this guy in the first round. Pretty easy. Like, I don't know why they got this guy. I think everyone's ducking Umar, but at the same time, like, there had to be someone else instead of a guy not from the UFC. I'm from, like, Kazakhstan. I'm going to go with Umar on that one. And the next fight is going to be fight of the night. Mohammed Mokaev versus Alex Perez. Bro, this is just such a banger fight because Mohammed Mokaev, he's the GOAT fighter, my favorite fighter of all time. And Alex Perez, I don't even remember when the last time he won a fight was. Mohammed Mokaev, bro, this guy is actually insane. He will lose an entire fight for like whole 3 rounds. Like I think in the Tim Elliott fight, he was just getting choked out like non-stop. From start to finish, he was in like a triangle choke. Right at the end, he just gets a random rear naked choke. This happens like every single fight. I don't know why it happens. He literally has plot armor. And, like, bro, how? I don't even know. I think if he fought Pantoja, I'm pretty sure he'd win. And he'd lose the entire fight. Pantoja would lay on top of him. And then randomly, he'll, like, roll for an Imanari roll, get a heel hook, and then just submit Pantoja. And it'll be, like, the worst title fight of all time. Because Mohammed Mokaev is just getting whipped for, like, 5 rounds and then get a random win in the last 10 seconds. Anyway, for the co-main event for this fight, I'm going to go with Vitor Petrino against Tyson Pedro because I've never watched either of these guys fight. And Vitor Petrino is on a 3-fight win streak. He's undefeated, even though he's slightly shorter, but, you know, I might be wrong on that one. And then, finally, for the main event, Like, bro, everyone is so hyped for this main event. This might be one of the greatest Apex cards of all time. Obviously excited for a heavyweight, two massive heavyweights. Jairzinho Rozenstruik. It's gonna lose to the GOAT Shamil Gaziev, who's gonna probably submit in the first round. Gaziev, he's Russian. He's probably gonna just, even though he didn't wrestle last time, obviously, but Jairzinho Rozenstruik, I think he has like terrible wrestling, and on top of that, I think yeah, Shamil Gaziev has a higher, he's taller and he has a reach by 1 centimeter. Okay, that doesn't matter at all. But Shamil Gaziev's probably just gonna take him down after a while, probably submission in round 2. Yeah, and then on top of that, Shamil Gaziev, it's literally scripted for him to win. Dana's just put it in the script because he gave him a main event, second fight in the UFC. I don't know why. I don't know who this guy is outside of UFC. Like, he must have like submitted John Jones in the PI or something, because I don't understand how this would happen. Okay, and then that's gonna be it. If you enjoyed this video, or even if you didn't, just subscribe. Yeah, and that's it.